a $400,000 syndication plan where you do 100,000 a year for 4 years, and then by year 5, it potentially could be self-perpetuating, where nothing out of pocket is needed. Bringing it back to the IBC strategy, if we were to do this, you could do a double dip strategy. You would need a little bit more capital up front than just going straight into the deals, but in the long run, it'll pay off. That strategy would be doing a $100,000 a year policy. The funding period would be longer, 10 years, and that just enables a MEC limit to get boosted up higher than 100,000, and that's needed especially for year 1, so that you can max fund it greater than that 100,000, so that your cash value is then 100,000. So in this case, year 1, you would fund approximately, and these are theoretical numbers. Part of the assumption is the syndications would be 2 times equity at year 5. So that's assumption. And then these are rough numbers as far as cash values for a policy. But a $100,000 10-year policy normally has a MEC limit of about 150,000. Year 1, you would max fund your policy to 125,000. If you're using about 80% of that, would show up in cash value and available for loan. That's where we're using the 125,000. Means that you would have that 100,000, then you could go do 2 deals. Year 2, you max fund your policy at 100,000. About only 98,000 or so of that will show up in cash value for year 2. You would have to subsidize, in this case, about 2,000, but you'd get additional 2 deals by taking a policy loan, doing that deals. Year 3, you again max fund 100,000. Your cash value, will go up by more than 100,000, so it'll go up by about 101,000. So you don't need to subsidize at that point usually. Again, take a policy loan, do 2 more deals. In year 4, you max fund 100,000. Again, your cash value available is more than that 100,000, so you would fund 2 more deals from that. At year 5, theoretically, again, your year 1 syndications would be cashing out. So that 100,000 you invested would be 200,000 in year 5. 100,000 of that would go to fund your year 5 premium payments of 100,000, and then theoretically you could just take that 100,000, pay off your loan, pull out a loan again, and do your deals, or go straight into deals, however you please. That's a wash. And again, year 6, continually do that. So year 6, you would get the year 2 deals, cashing out, take the 100,000, pay your premiums, and so on. So essentially from year 5 on, nothing more out of pocket. Your syndication, cashing out, would then fund your policy. They're on forward. And you would also be able to roll in your capital back into more deals to keep this machine going. In this scenario, it would be a 10-year policy. So you could just continue that. At the end of 10 years, you would have started off with 425, and we can run all the numbers to see exactly what you would have potentially. But you would basically have a $100,000 passive cash flow machine going on, along with a whole life policy that's partially funded from the syndications going. The other option is you could do a reduced paid up at the earliest of year 8, in the sense you're cutting off the need to keep on funding your policy, and then you'll take that 200,000 and then go do whatever you want. You could pay down your loans or just continue to do more investments. So this is what I would call the standard double dip plan, where you're double dipping your funds in the policy working along with outside in the syndications working.